Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be making this floating shelf with a drawer and epoxy inlay. Let's get started. Here's a quick sketch of how we're going to do this. The shelf is going to rest on a cleat and the cleat is going to be screwed to the wall into the studs. To make the cleat we're going to use a 2x4. Nothing complicated here. We're going to just measure it up and then cut it to size. Next we're going to remove the rounded edges from the 2x4. And it's not necessary to do this, but it helps when you are gluing the parts together. With the parts cut to size, we're going to glue up all the parts together to make the cleat. Going to put it together with just the screws first and then come back, remove the screws and then glue it together. With the cleat done, we're going to work on the drawer. We're going to cut the drawer parts first. Just cutting out the rebate here for the drawer bottom. Just using glue and brad nails to put the drawer together. It's a small drawer, so should be strong enough. Going to be using leftover 1/4 inch MDF for the drawer bottom. Just testing it. It's a nice snug fit, so we're going to go ahead and glue it. With the cleat and the drawer done, going to move on to the floating shelf carcass. Going to use the cleat to work out the dimensions for the shelf and then take it to the table saw and make the cuts. Always good practice to dry fit all the parts together before you start gluing and nailing. Going to go ahead and install the drawer slides. It's easier to do this now than after the shelf is assembled. Going to use a stack of playing cards to lift the drawer up a little bit before I install the slides on the drawer. With the drawer slides installed, we can go ahead and glue up the shelf. Now it's time to work on the drawer front. Just going to use the shelf to mark out the dimensions and then take it to the table saw and make the cuts. The drawer front will have a nice wave design on it, and here I'm just cutting out a routed template for it. With the templates cut, we're going to hot glue the template to the drawer front. I've installed a bushing on the router, and that bushing is going to ride on the template, and that's going to help us cut out the inlay for the wave pattern. With the first template done, we're going to use the second template. Same thing, we're going to hot glue it and then use the router with the bushing, and that's going to cut out the second wave shape on the drawer front. If you're enjoying the content, please give me a thumbs up and put a comment. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, as well as if you can share the video on other social media platforms, that'd be appreciated. Thanks a lot. Going to be using 2-part epoxy that's been tinted with red ink. This is going to create the inlay effect for us. Next, we're going to install the cleat to the wall. We're going to screw it straight into the studs. Going to do a dry fit of the shelf. Nice snug fit, not too bad. The drawer front will have a finger pull, and we're going to create the finger pull using a router table. Next we're going to install the drawer front. Going to just slightly hot glue it first, and then use a couple of playing cards on either side to make the spacing even. Once the hot glue dries, we're going to come back and screw the drawer front from the inside of the drawer. The shelf's going to be attached to the cleat with a couple of screws, just marking out where the screws are going to be and then pre-drilling them before we attach the shelf to the cleat. As always, thanks for watching, and the best way to support this small channel is to leave a comment. Thanks again, and we'll see you again soon.